I have a confession to make. I've never played an MMO, and some of you guys may think I'm crazy, but I'm being honest here and I have my reasons. The first one being the huge time commitment. I've heard stories of people pouring like hundreds of hours into one particular game, and that kind of scared me off. I mean, I play a lot of different games in different genres, and I could never see myself spending so much time in just one game. The second reason is the fact that MMOs are usually on PCs, and point blank, I just don't play PC games. And the third reason, it's probably the most important reason, is the fact that there's never been an MMO out there that has appealed to me. None of the worlds in these MMOs have drawn me in. But all of that changed recently when I picked up Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. I've put about 5 or 6 hours into Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, and I gotta say, I am quite pleased with what I've come across so far. I'm a noob to the genre, alright? So I thought I was going to be overwhelmed when I started the game. But it was the total opposite. This game is so accessible, especially for people out there like me that have never played a game in the genre before. So I wanted to take some time to create a character that I was going to love eventually. And I think I did a pretty good job because I really like my character so far. She's a gladiator. Her name is Starlight Mrs. She's currently sitting at a level 10, almost level 11. I'm playing on the Famfrit server, and I think that's North America only. But I've come across a lot of customization so far in the game. The customization tools are crazy. You couldn't really tell by the looks of my character. She looks like she should be riding a horse. But I'm pretty confident that later on I'll come across some noble gear and look a little bit more badass. Before I started playing this game, one of the things that concerned me was definitely the controls. I mean, you know, this is a game that's made for the PC, you know, but it's on a console. And the DualShock 4 doesn't have as many buttons as a mouse and a keyboard does. So I wasn't quite sure how the controls were going to work on the PlayStation 4. But it turns out the controls are amazing. Square Enix did an amazing job, you know, just porting the buttons to the DualShock 4. It's so easy to pull off your attacks and to teleport and to do all types of things. There's hotkeys. I mean, everything is just there for you. And if you take the time out to read the instructions, you'll totally get it. So I am so happy that I don't feel overwhelmed with the controls in this game. Another thing I was concerned about was me having to link up with other people to progress in the game. You know, like I said, I've heard stories where people have spent hundreds of hours and they join these guilds and, you know, they link up and they just, you know, fight together, which sounds great, but in reality, I know that won't work for my schedule. But thankfully, Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn is not like that. So far, what I've experienced is basically like a Final Fantasy game. I'm doing a lot of fetch quests, which I really like because it lets me explore the world a little bit more. But every now and again, I do actually link up with other people because the game has fate groups, and basically fate groups are located on the map, and you can go up to a particular point on the map and start a battle. And if other people are near, they get alerted that, you know, there's a fate nearby. So they can come in and they can fight with you, and then they go about their merry way, which is fun. I've killed like a giant tortoise, which I had fun doing with someone else. So far, it's good to know that Final Fantasy XIV doesn't make me rely on other people in order to play the game. I'm basically going at my own pace, and I'm having fun doing it. I'm honestly surprised by the presentation in the game. I really am. I mean, I didn't think it was going to look as beautiful as it is. And there's just so much detail in there. There would be times where I would just be standing there and just watching the day and night cycle. And then I could tell it was windy. I could tell it was windy only because the blades of grass were swaying back and forth. I mean, just little things like that definitely stand out. I also like the creature designs. I mean, some of them are cute. And I don't know if they're supposed to be cute because they are creatures that I eventually have to kill, but they're cute. You know, I am pretty low level, so I haven't come across any like crazy badass creatures yet, but I like the ones that I've seen so far. And the music, oh my goodness, the music in this game is phenomenal. Sometimes I'll just stand there to listen to music. I mean, it's crazy. The soundtrack is great, but unfortunately, there isn't a lot of voice acting in this game. That kind of disappointed me, but yeah, you won't hear too much voice acting. Overall, I'm pretty proud of myself, and I'm happy that I decided to step outside of my comfort zone and try a game from a genre that I've really never known anything about, because it turns out that I actually really like it. A 30-day free trial is included with the game, but once that trial is up, it does cost, I think, $13 a month for the subscription fee. And I think I'm going to hold on to that, at least until the summer is done. There's not a lot of stuff coming out this summer, and I think it'll be cool just to pick up and play some of these quests like I've been doing so far. I've also been using this game with the Vita through remote play, and it works out wonderfully. It's a blast to just sit on my couch or go in my bedroom and play on the Vita, just relax. I mean, that's fun to do. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to share my first experience with an MMO with all of you guys out there. Maybe some of you are like me. You know, you've never played an MMO before and you kind of want to try something a little different. And if that's the case, I would definitely point you in the direction of Final Fantasy XIV or Realm Reborn. I'm having fun with it. I love exploring this crazy world and getting into these battles with creatures because the battle system is just so much fun. You know, I'm really liking that. And you can ride chocobos. You can ride chocobos in this game. How awesome is that, guys? It's definitely worth checking out. I want to thank all of you guys for watching this video, and I'll check you next time.